Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy the Golden Boy. Today we are back on Apex Legends, and today what I'm going to talk to you guys about is the new solo limited time mode that is going to be coming out for Apex Legends. Now I'm going to be talking about that along with comparing it to way threes play at the moment, or squads, how they play at the moment, what the meta is like, how I think is going to be different than the meta in squads at the moment. And quite frankly, I have not enjoyed playing squads lately, and that's because everybody has learned about the skeeve rounds and the alternator rounds. If you guys don't know what that is, it's pretty much the alternator rounds. Call them skeeve rounds because if you use them, you're a skeever. And what you will see in this gameplay is me, tired of it, using these skeeve rounds and just absolutely annihilating the entire lobby. They do not require skill. They are the most broken thing in the game. I don't know why they have added them into the game. They nerfed the wingman meta because that was supposedly too overpowered when you had to hit your shots with that thing. Yes, it did a lot of damage, right? But you need to hit your shots to do that damage. With these alternator rounds, you just have to shoot, and if a few bullets hit, your entire shield's gone. It is very frustrating playing as a 1v3 solo player because I solo queue most of the time. And quite frankly, the only time I've actually been having a decent time is playing with another sweat buddy of mine. And we've been getting like 10 to 15 kills each. So they're not really like YouTube gameplay wise, you know what I mean? So like I'm not going to upload a video of just us blowing through a lobby getting, 12 kills. It's not really too entertaining, rather than me going into solos and getting 20 plus kills, you know what I mean? So trying to get these 20 kill games for the channel, for your guys' entertainment, is extremely frustrating at times because getting paired up with people that don't land with you or that just back out immediately, and then having to 1v3 multiple teams that are strictly playing for the win. The sweats that have been playing lately in pubs, which I'm not gonna hate on the people that are sweating in pubs or anything like that, but the people that have been just strictly playing for a win, man, it's weird. Going to ranked if you're gonna strictly play for a win, like if you're calling out as a 3-man and stuff, what's the point of just going into pubs and doing that? Like, just go play ranked. Like, that's what I would do if I'm strictly sweating my ass off in a 3-man like that. But another thing is, like, that's not even really the main like problem to me. Like, that's gonna happen like regardless or whatever. The problem is the skeeve rounds. Like, dude, they do way too much damage. They need to be nerfed to oblivion in this game. I don't know why that's even a thing. Like, playing solos like this, having to 1v3 like I said, and having to deal with someone with skeever rounds is beyond frustrating. The player doesn't have to be anywhere near the average player. Like, you can be an average player, bro, and literally just hit me for 3 rounds. Just shoot 20 of them, hit me for 3, and you're leaving me with no shield, and then your teammate just finishes me off. Like, it's like, that is beyond frustrating in my opinion. Like I don't know, man. Like, that's why I haven't been grinding as much this season, is because of these alternator rounds. The meta is just completely whack as F right now. Like, and everybody has been saying that, like, all the top streamers like Daltouche and Kobe and Janks and all them, they're annoyed by it too. Like, I'm not the only one. Like, if you grind the game, if you love Apex, right, you're gonna be annoyed by these rounds because they're just broken. They need to be taken out of the game because they're just not good for the good players. Like, the good players are suffering because we solo queue a lot of the time. We're trying to get gameplays for you guys. We're trying to, drop these high kill games, and we're just getting shot, 1-2 shot by this gun. Like, that should never be a thing. You should never be able to just get dinked that hard off the rip. Like, the longbow at least hits for 110 for a headshot and stuff with the skull piercer, but you need to hit your shot with that, man. Like, you can't just, like, shoot and randomly, you know what I mean? Like, this is a spray weapon. Like, it is broken. It is worse than the Havoc Turbocharger Season 1. Like, it's way better than that. Way better. But enough with the rant on that, man. That's just the reason why, like, squads and all that. Like, if they took that out of the game, I think that it'd be in a decent place right now. Like, Season 2 would be in a pretty decent place. A lot of the guns are balanced. It's pretty fun. Like, it's an enjoyable experience without the rounds. But moving on to solos, the actual game mode itself, that's what I think is going to change the pace of the game. I think it's going to bring back a lot of enjoyment for me. I don't care if people play like weirdos in solos. Like, a lot of the people might play for placement, or they might play, strictly for a win. You loot up the entire game, sit in a corner. Like, you can do whatever you want, man. Like, I don't really care about that, because when it comes on to a legitimate one-on-one gunfight, I'm smoking most of these motherfuckers out here, man. Like, and that's not just being ego. Like that's just me being confident in my gameplay. Like I'm confident enough to say I'm gonna smoke most of these people in this solo game mode. If you come up against me in a 1v1, there's a very small chance that you are winning that 1v1 with me. I'm not going to want to miss a single shot on you, so you better hit me with all your shots. Like the only reason why I might die in that scenario is like ski rounds or something, but that's not like, yeah, like again, that's not me being cocky. That's me being confident in my ability to play the game. I'm a very confident player. I've been playing this for a very long time. I have ridiculous stats in this game and everything like that. I tend to have confidence in the game, you know. So in solos, I cannot wait because it actually throws you up against 1v1 scenarios most of the time. You don't have to. You have to take that. So like when you're solo squatting, right? You're 1v3 most of the time. Your IQ has to be higher than rather than if you're 1v1ing, right? So you have to think about what does the enemy team have? What armor do they have? What characters are they running? What attachments they have on their guns? Like, am I gonna be able to fight this and then fight the next guy, or do I have to pull out, reset the fight? Like, we're in solos, man. I can melt someone, hurry up and loot real quick, get into the next fight immediately. Even if I do get third-partied, I have a chance of getting out of that scenario because no one's teaming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be an incredibly enjoyable experience, in my opinion. I think I'm going to be dropping 20-kill games easily. Easily, in my opinion. If I land hot, drop 20-kill games in solos. I honestly cannot wait for these solos, man. The skins look great. They look fantastic. I hope they come out with a lot of, like, more flashy things that you can get for getting top, you know, getting #1 and stuff a bunch of times and getting the champion stuff. But I cannot wait. I think they're going to play out pretty good at first. I think people are going to start playing a little bit more placement, like, through the end of the event and everything like that. I think people might play a little bit more douchebaggy at the end, trying to go strictly for wins, play a little bit more weird and all that. But for the most part in the beginning, I think people are going to play pretty aggressive. They're going to want to, you know, just want to play the game. You know, I think it's going to be how it was in the beginning of the game, like, where you see most of these crazy kill games, like 36 and 34 by Mendo and everything like that. In the beginning of the game, that's because everybody liked to run around and, like, you know, they test the waters of the game, where I think in solos it's going to be the same thing. I think the highest kills is going to be pretty high. I think I might be able to drop a 30 bomb, like, off the first few days. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it might be possible, depending on the way people play. But hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this gameplay. 23 kill game, 35-ish, 100 damage, somewhere around there. Struggled to get this game the other night, man, just because, you know, these ski rounds are just out here. You guys can see how the destruction I can cause with these dumbass skeever rounds. But hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you guys do drop a like, it does help out the channel tremendously, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Watch out, opening the sky. Airstrike.
Recharging my shields. Enemy taken out.
Good job.
Whole squad's down. We made the right choices.
Very awesome.
Reloading.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Healing up. Eyes are open though.
I need shields. Recharging shields.
Follow the tunnel. Portal's ready.
Get ready, it's zipline time.
Fire. Reloading.
Reloading.
taken out.
Good job.
I'm taking shots. Opening fire. Reloading. I downed an enemy.
I can't help.
Another enemy downed.
Looks like we're in the next ring.
Need to recharge my shields.
Recharging shields.
Hostile close.
Shield up.
Reloading. Last member's down. One squad closer to go. Look out, grenade. Opening fire. Need to recharge my shields. Reloading. Enemy down. Downed another. I made the right choice.
You are the Apex Champions.